Hi, I would love to talk about this. So, first and foremost, congratulations on working towards this goal. I know it can be intimidating and discouraging, and I'm sorry to hear that you have failed the test a couple times before. Just note that's okay. It's normal. The broker that I'm currently working for, it took her 3 tries to pass the test, so hang in there. You'll find something that works for you and clicks for you, and you'll do great. So really excited for you. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about BrokerX. I think similarly to you, you might technically not need it because I didn't technically need it because of what they do in terms of offering the 20 hours as well. So first and foremost, BrokerX is going to be a commitment. It's a 5-week program, all in all. So the first 2 weeks are going to be the 20 hours that are facilitated. It's webinar based. So you have to show up to the webinars, camera on. I think they ranged from like 5 to 6 hours a day, depending on the agenda for the day. So straight out the gates, that's not accessible for a lot of people. I was really fortunate to have some opportunity, flexibility, unpaid time off with my job that I was in at the time to make it work. So first and foremost, that will be the important thing to note, is that those first 2 weeks, they are webinar based where you have to be in attendance in order to get those 20 hours. So put a pin in that, keep that information. After that, the next 2 weeks are really just self-paced, self-study. There are homework assignments that you can do, practice tests that you can do, and flashcards, sort of gamified versions of those flashcards, so you have access to all of that within the platform. The platform is through On-Course Learning, so you can go to On-Course Learning right now and just sign up for their classes, sign up for a program that makes sense. BrokerX was sort of the partnership between UWM and On-Course Learning. So that's the other kind of note about BrokerX. And then the last week, the 5th week of BrokerX, is where you actually get to go out to UWM, visit their campus, and that training is more of like a loan officer 101. So before you go out to Success Track, they suggest that you take and pass your test. It's not required, it's just because when you're going out there for that 5th week, you're not really learning things that are testable material necessarily, so they want you to be able to enjoy the week that you're there and sort of be immersed in that loan officer 101 without worrying about having to return home and take your test. So I know I'm kind of talking in circles and talking all over the place, but that is really the BrokerX experience. I would say the most valuable part of it is that Success Track week where you're actually getting out to go to UWM and participate in Success Track, meet some of your classmates, meet other people, and network, just because this whole business is relationship building, you know? So all of that to say, I think it was worth it. In terms of monetary value, I didn't pay for it myself, so I can't tell you if that was worth it specifically, because I don't know how much it costs. But in terms of the value that I got of making connections, I think that was valuable. So I think that will be helpful for you to decide is like, 1, do you even have the ability within your schedule to participate? 2, do you want to retake the 20 hours if you don't necessarily need to? 3, is it worth it all for just kind of that 5th week? I think those will all be questions that would be kind of helpful to help you decide if that is worth it or not for you. But I think I will make another video about MLO Study Buddy, and I'll just kind of leave it at this because I know this is also kind of long-winded already. I would check out their materials now. Check out their Facebook page. It's literally MLO Study Buddy. They have a Facebook group. They do nightly Zoom classes that are free. So before even purchasing their materials, if you wanted to just jump into those Zoom classes and get an idea of what they're doing, I think that would be really helpful. You don't have to purchase their materials, however, they are utilizing their materials to structure a lot of the questions that they're going over in the training, so it's obviously worth it to purchase their materials. But that would kind of be my next piece of advice, is join that Facebook group, listen in on some of the Zoom calls, just to get exposure to sort of their structure. I believe they do an orientation on Tuesday nights, so maybe at the very least attend that orientation just to get an idea of that, because I would say that MLO Study Buddy in conjunction with BrokerX is what's helped me. So it's really hard to pinpoint it, of course, because I was using both. But that's what I would say. I know this was really long-winded, but I hope that is a little bit of a better breakdown of what the experience would be like, or if it would be a good fit for you. Of course, if you have any other questions, just let me know. You can DM me or leave another comment, but I wanted to kind of explain that because it is a lot of information and a little bit of a unique process. So wishing you the best of luck, and if you have any other questions, let me know.